With this new event week in GTA Online, you guys will have the potential to make millions and millions of dollars. We got some bonus money on some heists, even some bonus money on the auto shop contract. So for the rest of this video, I will just show you guys all of these money methods. Also, feel free to use the timestamps below. So to begin with, we have the first weekly challenge, and this is to complete the Clucking Bell Farm raid. If you guys manage to do this anytime this week, it will get you a $250,000 bonus. If you guys have never played the Clucking Bell Farm raid, you can do this at any rank, and one of the main benefits of this raid is that you do not need to earn any sort of business or anything. You can start this anytime you want to. The payout for the Clucking Bell Farm raid is $500,000, so already a really good payout considering you do not need to earn anything. You can also do this completely solo, and then obviously with this $250,000 bonus just for completing it, it will make it one of the most lucrative money methods this week. Onto the main weekly challenge, which you guys can find in your interaction menu. For this week, if you complete any heist finale, which will probably include the KO Preco heist, you will receive the Pacific Standard sweater and $100,000 on top. So already we can see that these two weekly challenges are just really good. You can make a nice amount of bonus money from them. And with this weekly challenge, you can also get that clothing unlock. We might not see this again, maybe for a long time in GTA. Sometimes these things will actually never return. So if you guys like your clothing unlocks as well, this will be a really good thing to do. Now, something that ties in to this second weekly challenge is this next money method, which is by far the best one in my opinion. This is the original heist finales with some double money and RP. So of course, this really ties into the complete any heist finale weekly challenge. The only problem with these heist finales is that because they are the older ones, you cannot do any of them solo. You can only do the Fleeker job with one other player, and then all of the other heists after this unfortunately have to have 4 players in total, including yourself. Another really cool addition with this bonus specifically is a huge discount to the high-end apartment properties, including its upgrades and modifications. This will be a massive 40% off. This also includes them new sort of penthouses, as you guys will see on screen here, and these penthouses do have these different custom styles, which is really cool to play around with, and luckily enough these styles also have this discount. So yeah, if you wanted to play through one of these heists, I would definitely recommend picking up a high-end apartment. Just remember, you can have multiple high-end apartments if you want to, but in my opinion the best thing to do is just space out your different apartments so that you can use them as fast travel points. To quickly go over the payouts for these heists, you will see all of the standard payouts are on screen. So the best payout possible will obviously be from the Pacific Standard job, which right now in GTA Online with this bonus can make you nearly $4 million. Depending on the cuts that you guys take, it will most likely just be a little bit under this, with nearly each player getting $1 million each if you do a fair split. But this now brings us over to the next money method, which is also a really good one. In my opinion, this is the best solo money method this week. This is the auto shop contract with some double money and RP. If you guys have never done these auto shop contracts, even without this bonus money, they are super good to do, especially the Union Depository contract. This can make you guys $300,000 every single time you do it, and it is by far the highest paying contract. So this week we now can make just under $600,000 from that one. The best part in my opinion about these auto shop contracts is that they do not take long to completely set up. In total, for setting up the Union Depository contract using an Oppressor Mark II, it only took me about 25 minutes, and to make $600,000 from just 25 minutes of doing this, you can really see how good this can be. Unfortunately, after completing one of these contracts, you will have a cooldown on that one single contract. So for example, I cannot go ahead and start another Union Depository contract. There will be a very short cooldown, but even with this cooldown, these contracts are just so good. And in the time you guys have a cooldown, if you want to keep repeating the same contract, you can do some of the other money methods in this video. And to pair with this money method, we have the discount. So we got a 30% off the auto shop properties, which includes its upgrades and modifications. I would definitely recommend purchasing an auto shop, even if you guys do not want to do this money method. There's just so many different ways to make money through the auto shop itself, from the contracts to the car lift. This next money method will be all on the Hotring circuit races, which just like the other money methods will also pay out this double money and RP. If you guys want to go ahead and find one of these races, press the pause button, go over to the online tab, select jobs, play jobs, Rockstar created, and then stunt races. You will see there is a lot of these Hotring circuit races, and the best thing in my opinion about these races is the fact that you guys can have up to 30 players altogether, and the reason this will be so good is because of the bonuses you can get from that. If you guys manage manage to win a race with 30 players, you will be able to make some really good cash. It will also be such a fun time to do this. Of course, solo wise, I would not recommend playing these things. You'll probably make around $10,000 unless you guys wait 7 minutes in the race before completing it. And even if you did that, you would probably just make $25,000. So altogether, probably not worth it solo. But if you guys play with a bunch of friends or even just random players, you will have so much fun doing this and make some really good cash. As usual with these GTA Online event weeks and the different bonuses, Rockstar have also given us an adversary mode with some double money and RP, and for this week it will be the Running Back Remix adversary mode. I have never played one of these before, so if any of you guys have done one of these, make sure that you leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on one of them. The unfortunate thing about adversary modes is that they are limited in how many players you guys need to start one, and also how many players in total you can have. This pretty much varies with every adversary mode. For example, I do believe there is some with 20 plus players. From the very limited amount of adversary modes that I have played in the past, I always find that more players the better in terms of payout and just having a fun time as well. So maybe this adversary mode could be potentially good. It only has a max of 8 players in total, which isn't too bad if you manage to get 8 players. And of course, to find this adversary mode, just press the pause button, go over to the online tab again, select jobs, play jobs, Rockstar created, and then adversary modes. You should be able to find it right at the top. At this point in the video, we have gone through all of the things with the bonus money, but there is still 2 more money methods that I always include. The first one being the new Salvage yard robberies. This week in GTA Online, you can find all of these vehicles. There is not a claimable vehicle in your salvage yard, which means you guys are probably just best off selling them all. If you have never done one of these salvage yard robberies or even own a salvage yard, I would actually recommend it. The salvage yard robberies themselves are honestly really fun. There's also some different challenges that you have to complete, which in turn will make you at least $50,000 in total from this. Think of these challenges as sort of the elite challenge in the KO Preco Heist. It is very similar to that. The salvage yard robberies for this event were the cargo ship robbery for the Grotti Turismo Maggio, which will be the top tier vehicle this week. We then also got the Duggan robbery for the Pifter Comet Safari, which is the standard tier vehicle, and then the Podium robbery for the Vapid Hustler, which will sell for the least money. And then of course guys, our final money method will be the new time trials. I always include the time trials because they are just so easy to complete, and of course making that $100,000 bonus or even $250,000 bonus, depending which ones you guys complete, is always really nice. For this event, the standard time trial was Cursed to Cursed, which can be found over here on your map, and then the HSW time trial for those of you guys on the next gen consoles, this will be the Pacific Bluffs to Mount Gordo, which is located here. So all things considered, I think this event week is actually really good for making money. Obviously there is 2 money methods that really stand out the most. This of course being the original heist finales with the bonus money, and the auto shop contracts with that bonus money as well. I would definitely recommend doing at least the auto shop contracts, especially if you guys are a solo player. I definitely think that the auto shop contracts are somewhat underrated, so definitely give them a go and see what you think. But yeah guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in some way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always appreciate your support, and if you are new here, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.